Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're doing predictions for the new moon in Cancer, which is going to be on June the 9th. Always remember that new moons are like a monthly energetic reset. So whenever there is a new moon, as the new moon grows, whatever you're working on grows in light. So notice that as you work on things this month, whatever you want growing, start on June the 9th and start growing with it. But be careful, because Cancer is the moon's home sign. It's the highly intuitive sign. And we're all going to be influenced to take a look at how we prioritize our home and our deepest selves. And so we have to be careful because our emotional responses might be challenged this month. All right. So in order to begin this reading, we have 4 piles for you here today. Take a look at which of these 4 pictures you're the most drawn to, and that's probably the pile for you here today. As usual, if you're drawn to more than one pile, then there are messages there for you as well. For pile number 1, we have pure gold. For pile number 2, we have banners of praise. For pile number 3, we have with us. And for pile number 4, we have gainful employment. As usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. So you've chosen this beautiful picture here. As you can see, it says pure gold. 1 and 4 is 5, by the way, so there's a lot of change that we're going to talk about in a second. But it says, a friend is like gold, trouble is like fire. Pure gold delights in fire. So pile number 1, with the new moon coming, there's a lot of changes in your relationships this coming period of time that is really going to affect you. I see that you are going to have some heightened awareness about the people around you. You're going to really see things from a deeper perspective this month. You're going to realize that maybe some friends have been hurting you for too long and it's time for you to maybe cut them off or take your distance. And for some of you, in fact, you will feel like maybe you have wronged a friend or two without meaning to at all. But I see here that with you seeing their responses, you might think to yourself that I couldn't really see what I was doing. And it does look, with the white gown here, that you did not have wrong intentions. You just didn't see things clearly. And I see you during this month setting things straight with yourself. I see you thinking deeply about how others have been treating you the way you didn't like, and at the same time you revising yourself with the close ones. Have I been unfair without meaning to? Did I put so much weight on them? Did I think of myself too much and not them? Were these people very toxic with me? And I see you revising and cleaning up your energetic cupboards in terms of your relationships, setting things straight for you in order to clear out the negative energies around your aura for the next coming months ahead. Pile number 1. So that is going to be a very a very potent time for you in terms of relationships and how you want to deal with them and how you feel about them. There are going to be strong decisions made here and some great awareness during that time. All right, so now let's take a look at your tarot cards and see what else you're going to be facing energetically during this new moon about your life in general. All right, let's pick out an oracle card first. So what are the predictions for the new moon? Wow, you have stillness. It's really a time where you're going to be still, work on your own, give time to yourself, and think about your relationships. All right, we'll get more into that in a moment. Let's put all the cards together. So we're looking at your predictions for the new moon in Cancer. All right, so you have Three of Swords, the High Priestess, Five of Cups, Nine of Swords, Five of Wands, and the Hermit. All right, now what I want to do is get the cubes in order to get more insight about this energetic period and how you're going to be affected by it. Let me shuffle them behind the camera. All right, I'll organize this and come back. So I see for quite a long time there has been some dear relationships in your life that you kind of felt were not really going the right way, and you kept a blind eye to it on purpose because they've been giving you some other things that were very important to you, specifically maybe not being alone. And so thinking about this topic and how you want to handle these relationships were a very hot topic for you. You didn't take action on them for a very long time, pile number one. And I see you dropping a lot of people during this coming period. In fact, from your life, it's going to be quite a surprise for you, but them. But I see that this surprise will come very smoothly for you. It's a time where you're either going to mend bridges or burn bridges, because you've realized, especially you'll be realizing during the new moon in Cancer with the heightened emotions, it's going to force you to think deep. Think about these nagging pains that have been hurting you every single day in terms of your relationship, whether your guilt towards other people or how people have been dealing with you. Were they really good for you, even with the good things that they've provided? Is it time that you depend on yourself? These are the sort of questions you're going to ask. And so right away, your cubes really show you keeping the important friends and pushing away the ones that really hurt you. Is going to be sort of like a real wake-up call for you during the moon in Cancer, pile number one. For the first time in a very long time, something you really wanted to do. I see you walking out in many relationships, breaking relationships, burning bridges, in fact, like we talked about, and being happy with the ones you keep, or in fact, maybe even being happy alone, having faith that you are going to create new, better relationships that respect you the way that you respect others, pile number one. During that time, I do not only see you focusing on people, which is going to be one of your most important areas here. I also see you reprioritizing things in your life in general. I see you going deep and really making use of the emotions that you're going to feel during the new moon in Cancer to think about what you really want in life. Feeling is going to empower you to think of the things that really matter to you. And while I don't see action here being taken, I see internal actions being taken, like taking strong decisions about how you want to live your life moving forward, what things you want to start, what things you want to do in your life, what you want to fix, and maybe not starting right away, but kind of asking questions on how to go about it, asking people how they've done it, what they're doing, and really having the intention during that time to fix your life completely and move into a better direction for yourself. So it's a time of strong enlightenment with the High Priestess and the Hermit here. It's showing that it's a strong decision for you to move out of a lot of things that are not working for you anymore, and to start taking action on them. And while they may seem while they may seem a bit tough in the beginning, a bit too entangled sometimes, I see you actually thinking quietly about them, receiving downloads on how to uh, untangle these problems, thinking deeply, what can I start with? What is the one thing I can do that is going to untangle a lot of the problems that I have? What should I start with that will really have a great effect on my life overall? And you'll see yourself picking 2 or 3 things that were really the root cause of a lot of your problems without you realizing it. And the more you think about this, the more you'll have hope, the more you'll feel that it wasn't really such a strongly entangled problem after all, and that it was a matter of really thinking about what root causes to fix that will really untangle everything. So that's a strong thinking time for you, pile number 1, and real energetic change. So while you may not right away change things, you will be dropping people though, but while you may not right away change things in your life, you will be taking strong decisions that will greatly affect your life. And as you know, things change energetically before they change into the real earthly realms. So good luck with that, pile number 1. That is some strong decisions that you're taking here. I see you powering up slowly, being powerful from the inside out. So it's a great time actually for you, the new moon in Cancer. It's serving you very well. It's serving your well-being. I see the changes, the small decisions that you're going to make, and the people you're cutting out, or the people you're mending bridges with and fixing things with, and changing how you see yourself dealing with them later on, because you might wrong them without knowing, since they were very dear to you. These decisions are really going to make you very happy. It's going to take a lot of load off your chest. It's going to make you feel well rested again, and you'll feel like, wow, how did I not take these decisions for such a long time, leaving myself feeling weighed down this way. One warning and prediction that I see for you here very strongly, pile number 1, is that some of the people that you may cut off might really surprise you by not trying to mend fences with you, by letting you go of you very easily, or saying nasty things to you. Not nasty is a big word, or maybe saying cold things that you didn't expect. And while that may hurt you a little bit, it's the right thing, taking these sort of people out of your life. So the warning here is to realize that this is going to happen, or might happen for you, and to be ready for it. You want to cut the wrong people out. They're not serving you. In fact, they're making you very sad. So why stay like that? You're not happy anyways. So take the decision, walk out, be happy. If you see them letting you go, they weren't the right people for you to start with. Don't weigh yourself with their reaction, because if you label yourself with every toxic person's reaction, gaslighting, manipulation, selfishness, you're always going to be hurt, right? So the right thing to do is to understand that this is who they are. Maybe they have a lot of things to deal with, and now it's about you. If they deal with things in an immature way, well, at least you are now very sure that this wasn't the right person. You cut them off and forget about it, and move on into the next new phase of your life that is really going to serve you. Another prediction that I really see very strongly for your pile number 1 is that it's a time that you're really going to be thinking about your work. There are so many things that are at the moment, they have, like we said, that there are a lot of tricky situations in your work, and it's not really helping you reach your goals. And I see most of them have to do with systems, pile number 1. And so if your systems are not set in place, you'll find yourself wasting your time in so many things that could be fixed and would lessen the amount of time you put in a certain project or a certain task. And so I see you here figuring out all the things that take up your time. Like, is your hard disk nearly full and do you need to get another one? Is your computer slow? Do you need to go get it cleaned up? Hold on, please. Do you need to start working earlier in the day so that you have the night off and that you don't run off feeling very stressed? Do you need to do some tasks early so that you're not stressed all the time trying to finish it? It's these sort of things that you're going to think about. You're going to start thinking about what kind of things are causing stress in your life, and you're going to one by one start to eliminate these. Is it a lamp? Is it a chair that is making you very irritated and uncomfortable? Are you doing something that you can delegate to someone else? Are you taking too much on your plate while some other people could be helping you out? Maybe you can ask them in your work or in your environment. Are you taking too much while other people are not taking maybe as much? These are the sort of things I see you clearly thinking about in order to make your work much easier for yourself in the coming period of time. So pile number 1, that was your reading for your Cancer moon predictions. Moon and Cancer predictions. I hope that was useful, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. So you've chosen this beautiful picture here, and it says, banners of praise. Flood me completely with the fire of love's burning. For now I can bear it and not burn away. All praise be to God. So what I see here for you, pile number 2, during the new moon in Cancer, is a good time for you. I see you finally taking care of yourself, pampering yourself, seeing what you need, and working on yourself and your life. Sorry about that. I see life treating you in a better way. During this new moon, I see you working on something that you absolutely love, that you're very hopeful about, that you know is going to be very successful soon. And this is not by accident, pile number 2. With the third eye chakra, you really do know that the universe is supporting you, that you're meant to do something great. And you know it inside your heart. You know that whatever you're working on is not just something that you really love, but is something that is going to get a lot of financial benefit to you, a lot of emotional benefits to you, and a lot of satisfaction in terms of you serving yourself and others, pile number 2. So that's really great news here. I see you here being your own alchemist, putting ideas together in order to come up with a unique idea or a unique product or a unique article maybe that will really hit the right spot for people, and will really want your help with it there, pile number 2. So I wonder what you're working on, but it seems like you're going to be completing it in a time frame that you did not expect, and it's going to be creating a lot of demand in terms of your business or your work in general. Maybe you're going to be setting up something in your work that people are really going to love and praise you for it. And at the same time, I see you really loving taking care of yourself, which you haven't in a long time. Maybe you rearranging your home, cleaning up your wardrobe, or in general, taking care of your personal care is really what I want to say here. So it's a lot of good energy for you. This coming new moon in Cancer is really serving you well, pile number 2. All right, now let's take your oracle cards and see what other things are predicted for you for the new moon in Cancer. Whoa, change. I told you, pile number 2. This is a really good card for good luck, good change, almost like the Wheel of Fortune here. Things drastically changing for you in your life to the better. You're almost going to feel like it's unreal, like you're flying. So great time there. I love your pile number 2. Very lucky pile here. All right, now let's take your tarot cards to see the predictions for the new moon in Cancer for you. You have the 4 of Cups here. Definitely, I'm definitely sensing alchemy here. you have the Ace of Cups. Told you, very good times for you. Self-love, self-care, for sure. You're going to be changing a lot of things about your looks, pile number 2. You're going to be presenting yourself in a way that you really like. You have the Page of Cups here. Taking better care of yourself, for sure. You have, ooh, the Sun. I told you, very good time for you, pile number 2. Very, very good time. You have the Page of Pentacles. We did talk about your work here. New seeds of money coming in. You have the 9 of Wands. All right, so what we're going to do now is pick up your cubes because it's going to give us more information about your predictions that we're working on. Let me shuffle them behind the camera. All right, let me organize this and come back. For some of you, pile number 2, I see you breaking a connection with a certain person, significant other, a crush that you kind of feel was not too sure about you, was really liked you, was very attracted to you, thought you were awesome, but was comparing you maybe in their heads between someone, you and someone else, and maybe you didn't know that. Was sometimes very responsive due to their how much they like you, but at other times they weren't as responsive, making you feel that they might have had other choices. And I see you here choosing yourself, cutting that relationship off because you know you're worth much better, and that you're worth being with someone who knows that they want to be specifically with you. For the rest of you, I see that this is a month where you're really going to be loving yourself, loving your life. You're going to be watching your life change right in front of your eyes to the best, to the better. It's a positive time for you after some hardships that you've been through. And I see you building some strong boundaries in your personal life and in your business. Pile number 2, it's very, very clear here. I see you have grown into a much stronger person who understands that when you let things linger, they just hurt you in the future, and now you're ready to be dealing with it now rather than in the future. And so with the new moon in Cancer, I see you strongly standing up for yourself. Whether these are relationships in your life, you're willing to lose the people who are not treating you right, as the theme we talked about with your significant other. This could be any other friend, in fact, or any other relationship. And I see you building strong boundaries, loving yourself, putting yourself first, because you've always, being an empathetic person here, you've always put others' feelings before yours because you didn't want to see them hurt. And now I see you changing and reversing that, keeping your love towards others. You have your heart chakra really open. You already feel for others, but now you want to take care of yourself. You want to make sure that no co-worker, no client, no friend, no relationship is going to disrespect you or cross their boundaries with you, where you feel like you have to work and they watch them not do anything. You have to do all the work, feel bad about it. So you're rising above all of that and making sure that you genuinely take care of yourself first. You have learned a great lesson, and this is why you're moving into this very nice energetic phase. Pile number 2. So with the Sun right in front of the Page of Pentacles, I see you receiving bigger money than usual. Pile number 2. Maybe you're getting a raise at work, a promotion, bonus, or if it's your business, I see you creating more money during this time. This new moon in Cancer is really serving you well. This new moon in Cancer, pile number 2. I see you being happy with the money that you have, and I see you taking care of what you have. I think here there is a lesson. You've learned to take care of your money and not spend it. You've become more wise with your money, and that's how you're treating it this time. So kudos to you, pile number 2. It seems like with this pile here, this pile has grown so much, and that's why you have the Wheel of Fortune by your side here, with great changes coming to you, because you've really matured into a person who respects themselves more, respects their future, delays gratification, and looks forward to having a better future for themselves. So good luck with that, pile number 2. I see for you during the new moon in Cancer, the way it's going to affect you. Remember, we talked about you getting some more money than you expected, and that is going to require a lot of work. All of a sudden, you're going to find yourself with a lot of things to handle, or maybe a lot of clients to handle. And I see you calming yourself down, maybe turning off some things that might not serve you. And there's a warning here, pile number 2. There's a warning here that some of the things that you may turn off may be really good for you in terms of your business. So think wisely before you turn anything down. But all in all, I see you taking things calmly, seeing how you're going to deal with this new surge of work that's coming your way, and powering up yourself, talking to yourself in a powerful way, as opposed to the way you used to stress yourself out. I see you saying, I can do it, I'll manage my time better. I know this is a growth time for me, and it's time for me to respect my blessings and my nice surprises, because it's another phase where you're going to grow. And again, by choosing not to stress yourself out, by choosing to push away or block any stresses, allow yourself to understand that there is stresses, write down your new plan, and don't accept to dwell on it anymore. Push away the stress, say, I'm not accepting triggers, I'm not accepting stress, I would rather be in a good mental state. And this way, you'll find yourself enjoying what you're doing things calmly, and growing as a result of that. It's definitely a very good time for you, pile number 2. The new moon in Cancer, even though it's an emotional time, it's really going to affect your internal personal strength, pile number 2. I see you bossing up. I see you being more confident, becoming stronger, a stronger person. And the energies of the new moon are really going to fire up these new strength that you've developed. I see that you're going to learn that you have full control over your mind and how you think, and becoming a powerful person, understanding that being a powerful person is all about controlling your worries and your fears. And the more you say, I don't accept them, thank you very much, no, I don't accept triggers. This way you become a mentally strong person. You watch yourself act in a more strong way. And I see you here becoming a courageous, stronger person who feels larger than life, who feels like they can achieve anything, and finally stepping into the world that you always wanted, and stepping into the power, claiming your power. Because you always knew, pile number 2 here, that you were a very strong person. You just didn't know, you didn't get the right advices into how to tap into that personal power. And now I really see you loving yourself, respecting yourself, and becoming a stronger person during that new moon. Is definitely a great beginning there for you, and a great change. Now, I see hair in specific. So I think the new moon in Cancer will really prompt you to do something really nice with your hair. Maybe you're going to get a nice haircut that you like. Maybe you want to color your hair. Maybe you just want to take better care of it with some creams. Create a new routine. Find a new hairdo. Maybe you'll find a new hairdo that really suits your beautiful face. Some thing or the other about your hair, and that one little change you're going to do to your hair here is really going to up your look. And I see you enjoying how you look like during that time of your life, and discovering a new haircut or a new hairdo that will really show off your features, will show off your beauty, and you're really going to be happy about that. All being affected by the new moon in Cancer in specific. One last thing I want to say and mention for pile number 2, there is a strong sense of optimism during that time, and you're going to be using that optimism and that strong feeling that is not haphazardly, that you did not haphazardly feel, by the way. It's definitely there from the universe pushing you, because there is change coming for you. And I see you using that strong optimism to drive you to sorry, to work on the things that may challenge you this month, all these the new work, the new responsibilities, or the new clients, and building up a stronger character and a stronger drive to conquer them and build up your career or your business better, without feeling stressed as you used to. Pile number 2. Pile number 2, this was your reading. I really enjoyed it. All the best of luck here in your endeavors and in loving yourself. I'm so proud of you. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. So you've chosen this beautiful card here. This is how it looks like, and it says, with us. One candle of this gathering is worth 100 candles. Its light is as great. If your eyes are opened, you'll see the things worth seeing. So this card is very clear for you, pile number 3. I see you during the new moon in Cancer, getting some information or news that will really change your life. So if you're waiting for some news and you've been waiting for a long time, I think it's during that time that you're going to hear about it, gain more wisdom and information about it. And if you're not waiting for news, this is all about getting 1 or 2 pieces of information, either from your friends or YouTube or a video or a podcast, some key information that was meant to reach you, and they're really going to hit you hard. They are going to be like a spark of wisdom for you, and they're really going to change things inside out for you. I see you harboring in this new information, being a key solution to something that you really wanted to change. You finally got some action points on how to fix something, and I see you religiously applying it, because that is what you've been looking for a long time. So it's going to be serving you as a time of great inspiration, pushing you to make big changes in your life, ones that pertain to finding great ideas on how to do things in general. So let's get more information about that and about your predictions in the during the coming new moon in Cancer for you, in specific pile number 3. I see great illumination here for you, great downloads, or this could even be, for some of you, a great business idea or a great new product for your business, or a great solution for your company, something of that sort, pile number 4. But it's definitely going to bring you, it's going to be one great epiphany for you, something that will greatly have a very big effect on your life in general this coming year, pile number 4. So it's a key time for you. Sorry, pile number 3, maybe you want to check 4. All right. So you have the 8 of Cups here, moving towards a brilliant idea, fixing something that wasn't serving you and finally finding a solution for it. The 4 of Cups have been popping in every reading. It's really weird. You have Justice here. Ooh, now that is a key card to have with these cards. We'll discuss it right now. Again, Page of Pentacles. Interesting. You might want to check pile number 2 as well if you want, if you feel called to it. All right. So you have 2 of Pentacles. Excuse the noise. Queen of Swords. Definitely, this goes hand in hand with what we said. 3 of Swords. And now let me pick up your cubes, because they will definitely give us a good idea about a Whoa! So they're ready. Okay. Let me organize this and come back. So pile number 3, I see a very big message of changing habits here for you during the new moon in Cancer. I see you getting information about how to work on something or how to fix something in your life that was causing great stress or great pain of some sort. And while you've been going back and forth on how to fix this situation, you found yourself always reverting back to your old habits or the old way you dealt with things. So this pertains to something that is causing a lot of stress right now in your life. Maybe it's work, maybe it's relationship, maybe you wasting your days, one thing or the other that is really causing you a lot of stress and pain. And I see you gaining information on how to deal with that, taking it to heart finally. I see the new moon in Cancer really earthing this thought for you, helping you to have some emotional strength to deal with it, to have the self-discipline to go through it. And sorry for the noise. And you'll finally see yourself walking out of an old habit, catching a new one, and completely changing the route of your life. Like it's a new turnaround for you. That is going to be very clear here for you. It's something, pile number 2, that has been plaguing you for quite a while. You didn't know how to deal with it. You've just been watching your dreams about it or how you wished you would deal with it. But nonetheless, you weren't able to do anything about it. These could be eating healthier, weight loss or weight gain. They could be working on a new idea, being more self-disciplined with your work, earthing certain wishes, or dealing with a relationship that has been hurting you a lot and you wanted to bring justice for yourself. So I see you here walking away from your old habits, the way you treated people, the way you treated yourself in general, and watching yourself on the beginning, because the Page of Pentacles is the beginning of self-discipline. It's the beginning of a road towards something solid. And I see you here standing your ground with new information, applying this information and seeing yourself in a completely different manner than you have in the past, because now you're watching yourself being able to actually tackle whatever is bothering you. With the Queen of Swords here, you're in control. You're being honest with yourself. You're telling yourself honestly what is not serving you, where you've gone wrong, fixing it, and taking charge of your life. The Queen of Swords here does not pop up haphazardly ever. The Queen of Swords is a person who is in control of their life, is quite honest with themselves, is trying to build routines. You see here a cup that is imprisoned, and I see you taking a decision to not always follow your heart. It's a great thing to follow our heart, but sometimes we follow our mental reactions to things and thinking that we're following our heart. So I see you taking control of your mind, seeing where your heart actually wants to go. Is it towards that person or towards resting all day, or is it towards your dreams or finding the right person? That sort of change in mentality is the sort of thing that I see here for you. Some great epiphanies about how you want to go about your life. So it's a changing period for you, for sure, pile number 3, where I see you stop yourself from dreaming about things and not watching yourself ever doing it, to actually earthing these dreams and taking practical steps to achieving what is right for you. By the way, since you're in that journey and you want a little help with your productivity, I wrote a small productivity book that I always gave to my clients that really helped them understand how to be super productive without really suffering. So if you're interested in that, please email me in the email in the description box down below. Now, moving back to your reading, I see you here finally applying some advices that you've heard in the past but didn't know how to apply. Like, you always wanted to take care of yourself. It's in your heart. You always wanted to improve yourself. Again, it's in your heart. And I see you here finding practical steps on how to do that, and starting your journey on taking care of yourself and manifesting your dreams during the new moon in Cancer. So that new moon is very important for you, pile number 3. All the best of luck with that. I see you finally being grounded, rather than dreaming about things and wishing for things. You seeing yourself actually starting to take steps towards it, earthing things like we said. So that's some great news there. And with the 3 of Swords, at the end of your reading, it shows me that it's the end of these pains when it comes to watching yourself day after day, not doing anything at all, and finally changing your life, pile number 3. I noticed that I forgot to pull out an oracle card for you, which I did in every pile. So let's pull out, what are the predictions for the moon in Cancers? Your prediction, pile number 3. Oh, wow! Pile number 3, this is exactly in line with what we're saying. You have success and going forward. Let me take out the noise. Unbelievable. This is exactly what we've been talking about, and it looks like I forgot to pick out your cards for a reason, as a confirmation that this really is going to happen to you if you work on yourself and start becoming more productive, pile number 3. Again, look, these 2 cards are saying the exact same thing. It blows my mind. With going forward here, I see abundance happening to you. So grass is a symbol for abundance, growth, blessings coming to your life. Again, with the success, it looks like the jungle here. The jungle is abundant, full of different, a plethora of plants and animals and habitats, just like a huge place with a big blessings. We haven't really discovered all the different type of plants and animals that are in the jungle, and it's the same kind of energy for you. Once you step into your power, pile number 3, you're really going to find yourself, your life changing rapidly into something that you really wanted. And that's why you have the heartbreak towards the end. It's the end of this phase where you're just watching your life go by, not knowing what to do. That one idea of you changing your life is really going to change your life forever, moving on. This is why, like I said 1,000 times, the 3 of Swords is at the end of your reading, meaning the end, symbolizing the end of this time. And I see you here refusing to further pacify problems that will only fester if you don't address them. I see you kicking out old habits and moving towards a new confirmed you. It's right at the center of your reading. You earthing these ideas, taking action, is going to really have a great effect on you, getting blessings in your life, moving forward in the direction that you finally want, and earthing your wishes, pile number 3. Pile number 3, I'm really happy that you're going to be taking these steps in your life. This is really a life-changing moment that we all pass through. And again, if you want some great tips, secrets on how to easily be productive, you can email me so I can send you my book. This is a shameless plug here because I really feel that you're in this phase where you need it. And I wish you all the best of luck, pile number 3. It seems like it's a really good period for you. That's the end of your reading. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. The time in your reading is 44. 444. This is a great, a very important time in your life. The new moon in Cancer. It's going to have an effect of stability overall in your life. So what I see here for you happening in the new moon in Cancer is a lot of gaining knowledge and wisdom. There's a lot of research happening. There's a lot of studying, a lot of reading, a lot of smart conclusions coming up. And I see all the studying and reading really setting the foundation of your coming period, of your future in general, of your career, of your business. Yes, of your career in general, pile number 4. So whatever you're working on now will have a great effect on who you are and how you speak in the future. Perhaps you're taking classes to specialize in a certain field, or maybe you are gaining more information in your craft, learning information about money, or simply just getting more information on how to be productive, something of that sort. And I see the new moon in Cancer really helping you hustle. And I mean hustle in a really good sense, not in the toxic sense, but I see you really getting up and working on the things that you need. I see you going from one task to the other and finally finishing up the tasks that you want, being in charge of your life. And being wise specifically about how you spend your time now. So I see a lot of good time management here. Gainful employment could really give the idea that you might be self-employed, but not necessarily. And I see you here starting to build something, whether at your work, creating a new system, maybe creating a new product for your company, or for your business, pile number 4, or starting something altogether. With the pages here, this could be Instagram, this could be a new social page that you want to start, or it could simply be you learning, like we said, about something that will help you in your craft. All right, now let's see more information about that with your cards. Let's pull out an oracle card for you. So what are the predictions for pile number 4 in the new moon in Cancer, please? 2. Wow, abundance and delight. These are 2 great cards here. I love that for you, pile number 4. We'll talk about them in a second. Let's pull out your whole spread and create a coherent reading with it. Right, so what are the predictions for pile number 4, please? What are they up to? How will the new moon in Cancer affect them? And what are their predictions, please? Okay. Again, unbelievable. I mean, if you've watched the 4 piles, I'm sure you're starting to get shocked here. Ooh, moving ahead. There's hustling for sure, like we mentioned. A pile that will be hustling during the new moon. Good for you, pile number 4. Good for you. Why am I getting many cards at the same time? Page of Wands. A lot of working here. Good for you. 7 of Swords. Okay. Ace of Swords. A lot of knowledge here. Wise knowledge. So you're getting some great information and insight here. Apologies about that. And you have, wow, the Star. You're going to achieve something big, pile number 4. All right. Now let's take out your cubes, because we're going to be using cubes this month to help us predict accurately for the new moon in Cancer. Sorry about that. All right. Let me shuffle them behind the camera so that it doesn't hurt your ears. All right, I'll organize this and come back for you. So pile number 4, whatever you're working on or studying at the moment is really going to have a great effect on your life in the future. I think it's going to make a wish come true for you, a big wish that you have. And along with the abundance here, I see a lot of blessings coming to you as a result in the future because of what you're working on now. So it's definitely going to be successful. And with the sparrow here, the sparrows, they go in groups. They're a symbol of power, making things happen. So again, this could be demand, by the way. So the more you work on something in the future, you can create demand for whatever you're going to be presenting, and is going to create a lot of abundance. The most important thing is to move forward as you are, but there is a warning here about moving forward, pile number 4 in specific. I see here that you sometimes reach too far to achieve what you want, and that could pertain to burning yourself out, burying yourself with your own hands, or maybe spending too much with what you have, that you run out of resources. So you have to be very careful with the resources that you have, and that has to do with your money and your time. And you need to kick some ideas off your to-do list at the moment. Write them down to do later, but finish off the important things first. Create a strong foundation that will have demand, or create a strong foundation of information. Gain the information that you need first before you spend your money on too many classes or too many platforms or too many ideas. Put your focus on a couple of ideas that are very important for you to go forward with now. Study it and work hard for it, and bounce the rest off on your dream journal, things that you can pick up later to do. So don't burn yourself there, because that will lessen the quality that you put in the things that are important for you. So make sure you're very careful with that. I know you're a very ambitious person with a lot of ideas. It seems to me that you're very creative. You know that you have great skills to achieve things. So first, focus on these few things that are very important and integral for your growth. Now, there is another warning that I see here for you, or rather an advice. There is an advice of not cutting corners, especially on things that pertain to the quality of your work. Or don't, make sure you're not stealing things. I don't want to say stealing, that's the wrong word, but what I want to say is make sure you give credit to the pictures that you take. Make sure that you give credit to the people who helped you out, credit to the ideas, and so on. Make sure you're very careful with this area. Also, make sure that you're careful in terms of your quality, because whatever you're working on during this new moon will really show, good or bad. So make sure you put the best into it, because when you do put the best into it, you really will get exactly what you want. There's a promise here of extreme blessings for you, pile number 4 in specific. I don't know what you're working on, but you are going fast. You're going sorry, excuse me. You're getting a lot of attraction towards what you're doing, and you're definitely getting a lot of blessings out of it, pile number 4. So good luck with that. Also, I've mentioned this in pile 3. Since you're really hustling here, if you want a very good book, a very small book that has all the great secrets to becoming a very productive person without burning yourself out and enjoying it along the way, I have a productivity book that I've always given my clients that I had great feedback on. If you wish to receive that, if you want to buy that, you'll find my email down in the description box. Other than that, what I see for you here, pile number 4, is great manifestation time. The new moon in Cancer will really help you set your intentions. I see you here with a lot of motivation, a lot of manifestation power, specifically for you, pile number 4. It's unbelievable. And what I see here for you is whatever you set your intention on during this new moon will grow with you. Remember how we talked about that in the beginning? Before, when we were picking the piles. So that pertains specifically for you, pile number 4. What I advise you to do is to, during the new moon, which is going to be on the 9th of July, set out your intentions from your heart. Believe 100% that you are going to enjoy this journey, that you are going to manifest what you want, and it's really going to happen for you. It's a great time to manifest this big dream in your mind that you have, and there's a promise here, pile number 4, that there will be a lot of demand of some sort, a lot of abundance. Maybe if you're looking forward to being hired, a lot of companies asking for you, hiring you, getting a good salary, selling out your product, graduating and setting a great career for yourself, something along these lines here. Great success is the title of your reading, especially during the new moon in Cancer. So it's serving you really well here, pile number 4. And don't forget that we started out this reading with 44 while you are pile number 4. I really saw the magic in this from the very beginning. And as I said that, it was 5, 5, 5. Another advice that I see for you here, pile number 4, pertains to your work, whatever you're working on here or whatever you're studying. With everything, there's always things that you love about whatever you're doing and things that you just don't like, that are very necessary and have to be done. So for example, when it comes to doing some creative tasks, there's this creative part that you love, writing your ideas, shooting your ideas, editing your ideas. And then there's this part of the job that you might really despise, and that's figuring out some technical issues, storing things, uploading things, whatever it is that you don't specifically like. There's always these managerial tasks that you have, filling out the description, whatever it is that you really don't like about the job, perhaps. And there is a strong advice here to stick to whatever you're doing and do what you love along with what you don't like, so that you move forward very quickly. Don't put off the things that you don't like for too long, because it's going to scream at you at some point. It's going to be very heavy. So make sure you tell yourself, hey, I don't feel like doing that, but I'm going to do it anyways, because it's really going to push me forward, especially during that time. Because remember when I told you have strong manifestation powers, the Page of Wands really give the same energy here. Whatever you're creating during that time will have a great effect on your life. So in specific, during this time, don't lazy out on some tasks. Is that even a right expression? Don't be lazy with some tasks. Don't put them off. Finish everything that you need to do, and you'll find yourself moving really quickly. And always remember here that everything feels very tough before you begin, but once you start, you'll feel that everything flows and it's finished, and it wasn't as bad as you thought it was. So please always start what you don't feel like doing, and you'll find yourself moving forward, pile number 4. The last thing that I see for you here, whatever you're going to be studying during this new moon in Cancer, will really help you to become an expert later on. Remember when I said with the new moon, whatever you're working on grows with you? So with the Ace of Swords here, I see that the knowledge that you're gaining in specific during that time is really going to have a great effect on your expertise later on your success in life. And I think it's going to open up your mind to great new ideas that will help you create your own conclusions, your secret sauce later on, that people will want your expertise in, whether this has to do with your company or with your clients, pile number 4. So great job. I see a lot of changes happening for you, and in specific, a wish coming true for you in the near future. It's not so far. Pile number 4. The last thing that I see here for you, pile number 4, is you receiving some surprise of the sort. I see you maybe receiving a package that you've been waiting for quite a while, and maybe receiving a present from a friend that you're really going to like, receive an email in your inbox that you're really going to be very surprised with and go, some sort of great news that you're really going to enjoy, pile number 4. That is going to be very delightful for you. Something that you've been waiting for, or is going to come as a total surprise for you, that you're really going to enjoy in the near coming future during the new moon in Cancer. So definitely some busy, surprising, successful time for you, pile number 4. That was your reading. I wish you all the best of luck. I love your hustling. I love you taking care of yourself here. And I know you're going to achieve your dreams very soon and reach great heights. And so, pile number 4, if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!